Hello, my friend. I am back from Korea, and today we'll be enjoying chapter 119 of Goodnight, punpun. Before we begin, let's take a deep breath in 3, 2, 1. Breathe in, hold it, and out. Let's enjoy the story. Hello there. My bad. I forgot you dislike cigarette smoke. How many times have we met like this by now? Well, it has been a little over a year since we first met. The two of us are already close acquaintances, wouldn't you say? Good vibrations. Did you think I'm a man who could be so easily cheered up with those words? Freezy, my dear Freezy. My magical words of the 12 music scales. Please try to erect myself if you will. I'll do it, the job I mean. It sounds sketchy, but I'm in the mood to earn lots of cash right now. I always believed you'll come around to it eventually. It seems you and I are quite alike. So, what exactly is involved in this button pushing job? That's a redundant question. A button pushing job will have you push a button, that's all. If you're asking what happened when that button is pushed, that's not something you need to concern yourself with. The consequences of it being pushed, of course, will not concern you either. Let me tell you right now that I'm not okay with it if this harms others. No, of course not. Rest assured, nothing of this sort will happen. What exactly are you and your musicians trying to do? It can't be just to form a melodica band now, right? I'd like it if you didn't drag Shimizu into whatever it is you're doing. You mean Freezy? Though I kindly look upon your concern for a childhood friend, I'm afraid that it is up to him and only him to decide. None of us are forcing into anything. I was a university student when I first met Hishikawa Toshiki, the man now called Pegasus. As I've told you before, he has the mysterious power to predict the future. Although he cannot willingly predict the future of what he wishes to see, the predictions he does make have been always correct. There are times when I also think that our society is nothing but a hellhole. But after joining this assembly, I've realized that there is no such thing as a worthless person. It's like how an infinite number of harmonies can be born from a finite set of 12 distinct musical scales. And I have you to thank for teaching me that. I feel that it is my duty to have as many people as I can to concede the validity of Pegasus' ability. As you can imagine, most people merely think of him as a fool. But who are the real fools here, I wonder? The naysayers are nothing but ignoramus who can only spout their own subjective sense of values. Pegasus told me that he predicts the future by analyzing the music he hears in his dreams. According to him, everything that has happened and will happen in this universe has been engraved as musical scales onto the surfaces of a giant cylinder called the Akashic Records, a music box of infinite proportions. That is the shape of our universe. And this music box, you see, is singing an unstable time. On July 7th, this violent dissonance will cause the destruction of this world. The chaotic vibration on that day is what Pegasus has come to call the promised despair. Your boundless kindness that can even forgive the dark spot. I, for one, believe we can all get along even better as long as we don't lose sight of this villainous world will forever continue to shine. He has also said a Daruma with popping eyes will come falling down, but I have no idea what he means by that. Perhaps it signifies some large scale calamity or the uneasiness present in society. But whatever it is, it will result in great tragedy for humanity. After many years of research, Pegasus has discovered a way to harmonize this instability, and that is to engrave the melody of a certain tune to the Akashic records. The tune I'm referring to is one that highly resembles the song Tsubasa wo Kodase. Just as you predicted, I lost 5 kg, but I don't think that happened just because you said it would. I think the real reason for my weight loss is that I believe that I could, and I want to let everyone know they can too if they believe. And that is why we, the Pegasus Assemble, performs that piece every year, over and over again, facing the whole of the universe. This is for the sake of humanity's future. It might not seem like it's going too well, but he's a kind man. Pegasus, I have something to tell you. The two of us are married now. It's a long story, but it's all thanks to you that we're in it up together. So I had to tell you, no matter what, to thank you for it. All right, I understand the deal with your friend, but what about you, Mr. Wada? What is it that you wish to do? All I wish for is to get others to realize the greatness of Pegasus' prophecies. I thought your group wanted to save the world. If that happened, then the prophecy wouldn't come true. But you just stated that you want everyone to acknowledge your friend's power. Isn't that quite the contradiction? No, not quite. As Pegasus predicted, a great calamity will befall us on July 7th. This is inevitable. Now, this is also in line with my wishes. As long as Pegasus himself does not make an inaccurate prediction, in short, I must not let him make any more predictions. Give me a break, dude. You're the coolest guy in the world. My buddy from Kansas also said Pegasus should fly. As I said, I wish to make him famous. He is extraordinarily kind, generous, and merciful, but also powerless. Very beautiful, don't you think? On July 7th, as the people continue to go on with their lives, with anxieties and future aspirations in hand, they will witness the great calamity and be reminded of Pegasus. And at that moment, they realize what a farce this world truly is. I ain't buying it. You're not the indecisive type. History is an ever continuing sequence of the coincidental and mysterious, and that's why I want to ride this new wave of the future. Oh, that reminds me. Pegasus' older brother told me that Pegasus once saved many lives from a certain disaster, or something like that. Ah, yes, the Saga Mahara Triangle incident. My personal take on that is it was merely a prank by children. The Pegasus I know is capable of no such power. All he can do is prophesize, but the future will not change. And I've already told you, didn't I? That I won't let him prophesy anymore. So, in short, you're planning to betray your dear friend. Is that right? Yes, quite a predicament. Do you resent me for it? Well, to be honest, I'm more concerned about how sane you really are. Good vibrations. It's not a bad reply. I understand clearly now. We must dare to endure the hardships and scale down our infrastructure. By sacrificing our personal freedoms, we can give birth to a society of law and order. The time is ripe. You must save the Lovera for the sake of the children's future. I agree completely. I'm a realist. I have no taste for the paranormal. I also have no stubborn attachment to our terminally ill society now on its last legs. Let me ask you, do you believe in the existence of a divine and all-knowing being? Of course not. That's ridiculous. Exactly. But humans need something to believe in. Here is your advance payment. For example, money, dreams, or relationships. Whatever it is, humans cannot live or blindly pursue these things despite the fact that none are remotely universal in nature. That is why I wish to present the greatest pop icon of our age, Lil Chubster. Did you know that 10 years ago, there was a man in the city arrested for the murder of his 3 family members? I intended to make that man the god of our times through a plan spanning a decade. Unfortunately, he ended up turning himself into the police. Pegasus, it was you who believed in me. And it made me very happy. A musical scale is numerical. In other words, the music box he envisions this universe as can also be laid out as a numerical sequence. Do you understand what I'm getting at? Simply put, this universe is merely just one part of a pie, which stretches to infinity. Isn't the idea of human crossing over time into the fourth dimension grand? Almost romantic? Mathematics is absolute, and I'm a man who loves the absolutes. It's my calling, the theme of my life, you might say. What's your theme? To spend every day having fun without any worries if possible, I suppose. That too is also a part contained somewhere inside the infinity of pi. This coming festival will be the release of the soul. If you have a loved one, I suggest you use this time to have love to express your love to that person. I've already given up on that. Is that so? I'd love to hear more about that, but I'm afraid now's not the time. Let's have tea together again when space-time distorts itself. It's difficult having a troublesome friend, isn't it? I know only too well. You're weird. I am, aren't I? I think so too myself. Now, let me say one last thing as I leave. To me, life is about fun. And what that fun is and how you go about having it all depends upon the person, isn't it? That's why I'll make Hoshikawa Toshiki a god of the people. Pegasus stood up. Thank you so much for joining me tonight, friend. As always, you are not alone. You matter. I love you. Good night, sweet dreams. Mwah.